Hi there, folks. We're now in our next video in the mathematics of in the modern world. Sorry, mathematics in the modern world. So we're still in our chapter or in our module, which is the fundamentals of logic, and this time we're going to talk about the forms of conditional propositions. So recall a conditional proposition, also called an implication, is in a form of this. So we have an arrowhead with which shows us that if P then Q or P implies Q. So we have actually four forms or yeah, three more forms for it. The first form is this, simply as the conditional or the implication. So let's show the three more forms, shall we? So let P and Q be propositions. So we say an implication will be something like this. So therefore we have P implies Q. So this is our original statement, okay, our original conditional. What we're going to do if we're going to negate the P and Q here, imagine try to put a negation sign for both P and Q. What we have is what is called the inverse. Not P implies not Q. Now, going back in the implication, what if we're going to what do you call that? We're going to switch the places of the letters or of the propositions in such a way that it will become Q implies P. Okay, that's what we call the converse. Q implies P. And just like in inverse, what if we're going to negate the all per all the propositions in the converse? What we have is what we call the contrapositive. So not Q implies not P. So these are the forms of conditional propositions. I think it's better for you to have some copy of your own. Okay, you may have a screenshot right now. So one, two, three, screenshot. Okay, so an example first. Consider this conditional proposition. So we have what we have here is that if you are honest, then you deserve a thumbs up. Again, if you are honest, then you deserve a thumbs up. And this is we are told that this is the conditional proposition. So this is the original proposition. So we will be asked to state the inverse, the converse, and the contrapositive in sentence form. So as an example, let's first define our P and Q for it to be stable. That P is the statement which says you are honest. You are honest for P, and then Q is you deserve a thumbs up. Now, what is the inverse of it? Okay, so recall that the inverse is something like not P implies not Q. Therefore, what we have is not P implies not Q. So if you are not honest, if you're a liar, then you don't deserve a thumbs up. So that's your inverse. If you're not honest, then you don't deserve a thumbs up. How about for the converse? Again, recall the converse as something like Q implies P. So if you deserve a thumbs up, then you are honest. If you deserve a thumbs up, then you are honest. That's for the converse. How about for the contrapositive? So for the contrapositive, it's just a negation of each term in the converse. That's going to become not Q implies not P. Hence, what we have for the contrapositive is if we don't deserve a thumbs up, that's a minus. That's a negation of Q. If you don't deserve a thumbs up, then you are not honest. That's a negation of P. So pretty much that's how you do your conditional propositions. Okay. Okay, in sentence form. Okay, I think this is for you to exercise. Determine the inverse, converse, and contrapositive of this statement here. If this movie is interesting, then I am watching it. Let this be your P. This movie is interesting. Let this be your Q. I am watching it. Okay, you may pause the video right now. Okay, so let's have the answers. For the inverse, again, inverse is not P implies not Q. If this movie is not interesting, then I'm not watching it. Okay. Next is for the converse. We do the opposite, so it becomes Q implies P. Okay. So if it is Q implies P, so what are you saying? What you're saying is, if I am watching TV, then this movie is interesting. Okay, if I'm watching TV, then this movie is interesting. And for the contrapositive, let's just do the negation of each proposition in the converse. If I'm not watching this movie, then it is not interesting. Okay, so that's for our conditional propositions. Next up will be an exercise for you guys. Um, oops, sorry. Okay, determine the converse, inverse, and contrapositive of the following implication. So we have if a fruit is an apple, then it is not a mango. So you may pause the video to answer this, and then we'll answer in a while. Okay, so let's have this for the inverse. Not P implies not Q. So say that this is your P, this is your Q. If if a fruit is not an apple, then it is a mango. And it's just an example. This is correct. Are you correct also? Hopefully. How about for the converse? Okay, Q implies P. If it is not a mango, then it is an apple. Okay, hopefully you're also correct there. And for the contrapositive, if it is not, so if when we say if it is not, so that's double negative. It's like saying that it is. Okay, it is. Hence, how can we do this is that um if it is a mango, then it is not an apple. Okay? So hopefully you got that. Again, it's not Q implies not P. So not Q is it is a mango. So when you say it is not a mango, that's positive. So it is a mango, then a fruit is an apple. So that's for our contrapositive. Okay, so that's it for this video. For the forms of conditional propositions, we're still maximizing or emphasizing ourselves with the translation of the symbols going to the English. So that's it for the forms of conditional propositions. Up next, we're going to talk about the truth tables. So yeah, see you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Hope that you would like and also subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you very much.